So I'm trying to figure out what to do with myself. I'm just sitting in bed here, and I just woke up. I lost my job, and this playlist was going to be all about how to make money online in different ways. Because, as you know, in other videos that I've mentioned, I have been transitioning out of entertainment and going into other fields. And a lot of ways that I've been making money is online through different apps. And I was going to talk about that. And one of the ways that I've been making money is through delivery apps recently. And so I've been doing that and recording the events that have been happening because, when I went online to try and see, well, how else can you make money? You look at people's videos and you learn from that and how apps work, or you go on Reddit or whatever. So I thought, well, okay, I'll add to that. This would be my experience with delivery apps. And so I was on a delivery app, a couple of them, trying to find out what works best. And they're all different. They're all in different ways good for people, depending who you are. And I was on Instacart. And they decided all of a sudden to send me a message saying they believe that I'm committing fraud, which I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be committing fraud when I'm picking up groceries and taking it to the person. They gave me generic reasons. In fact, the email they gave me was generic. It didn't even have my name on it. So, very angry. Of course, wouldn't you be angry if someone's going to accuse you of fraud? There's a lot of problems with this application. A lot. Sorry, that noise you hear was my air conditioner. I wrote a scathing letter to them, which I'm not going to read now. I'll read in the next video. But they accused me of fraud with no evidence to back this up. I responded with a bunch of thoughts on why they thought this, because in my mind there was issues with the app, and I thought, oh, okay, this could be an issue. Because every once in a while they send you a pop-up saying you should start delivering now, you should push navigate if you don't know where you're going, yada yada yada. So I said, well, maybe that's the reason they thought this. But in every situation where I had problems during my deliveries or pickups, I called the company and told them, or I sent messages to the customers. I was a really good courier. I had 5 stars. Every day I had more and more comments saying how amazing and sensational I was, how I was the best that they've ever had, how they wish they could request me specifically. I've saved all those because it's interesting. After they deactivated my account, they left everything in the application for me to still see it and access, except for actually to start a delivery pickup. But the one thing they deleted was all the compliments and my profile with the 5 stars and my ratings. They deleted all that. Ironic, isn't it? So then I can't argue that it's BS. It's a good thing I took screenshots of all that. So, I'm exhausted in my life. As some of you know, if you watch my videos, I don't know if I have the energy to fight. But I don't have money. I live day to day. So, aside from talking about my experience with this, I guess I'm also going to talk about now the potential ways of maybe helping save your account if they accuse you of fraud. Which apparently they send to everybody. So I don't need to pay attention to it. So I was told verbally over the phone. And they have phone records and accounts to back this up that I called. Which I called them out on. I said, hey, you guys, by the way, you've got phone records of you telling me that it's not me. It's just generic. It's just your way of giving a little kick in the butt for everyone to motivate them. But the way you send those emails are so generic, it makes you think it is about you, and that you've actually done something, and I was told you haven't. So then when they actually sent one that was intended for me, I mean, why would I pay attention? It's like Crying Wolf. My name wasn't on it. It was so generic. I mean, it's obviously AI writing this, and they're letting it do that, and they're taking away people's jobs. We haven't done anything wrong. This is not the first video I wants to upload. A fair warning sign. Warning sign. Fair warning. If you join one of these apps to make money, you could lose your account over no fault of your own. And they don't care. They could care less if you are the best courier. They don't care. When I watch every day, I see couriers scamming the system by having multiple accounts, multiple phones, or people working together to screw the company over out of money. I see this every day. It's actually got so bad that one company actually gave me, you get to know a lot of the in-house staff, and they told me, they said, hey, listen, just so you know, we're now taking pictures of couriers coming into the store shopping because they're screwing up so bad. They're not shopping correctly. They're grabbing cold items and frozen items at any random time, and they're leaving it in their cart and then running around, because that's kind of what you do. You grab a cart, you put food in, and it's easier to run around the store than to push the cart. And so they do that, but they've got cold or hot items there in the cart. So now they're taking pictures and they're sending it to head office saying, listen, if your courier comes back because the customer doesn't want it because something melted or it's freezing cold now because they ordered hot food, because you have to have cold and hot bags. Most of them don't use it. I do. And I point it out and I show customers, and they're very thankful for that. They're saying, we're now sending pictures of these people because if their stuff comes back from that customer, we will not take a refund. That's how far it's gotten. They won't accept a refund. That's how bad it's gotten. Oh, it's at Costco, by the way. So now, once again, no money, no car, still waiting for my car to come back. Which, if you're wondering what that means, that's just take a look at my video, my playlist about being homeless. I talk about why I don't have a car right now. It sucks because I found a job that I actually like after so many years of working in the entertainment industry. I think I like service. And I've been enjoying doing all these courier gigs. And then other stuff online. I've been there's different apps that I've been using to make money with surveys and things like that, which I'll talk about. And they're real, surprisingly. They're hard to find, the real ones, but they're real. It's not much money, but it's something. But I'll show you about those. Although some of this might be outdated, because I've actually been capturing screenshots and recording screen videos and actually recording video about these apps for the last 6 months or so. So some of that they've updated, so it's going to be outdated. But still, let me just tell you about my experiences. So I guess this is the first video in my Instacart journey. The first, and ironically, the last, unless I can get my account reactivated. I will be contacting a lawyer. But until then, I still got to figure out how to make money. So today I am getting out of bed, and I am going to go apply for jobs. Because once upon a time, what you don't know, I actually used to. I am a trained butler. So I'm going to try and go out, get a job again in a fine dining restaurant. First, I'm going to have a coffee in my forest. Now, what do I do? Yeah. So, if you think you're doing well, they can just take it away without warning, without recourse. Heads up.